All right, let's talk about a problem that I'm pretty sure we all deal with at work. Our data, right? It lives in one spot, but our conversations about that data, they're happening somewhere else entirely. Today, we're going to look at how to finally bridge that gap. I mean, seriously, think about it for a second. You've got all your important stuff, your inventory numbers, your project tasks, customer records, all nice and tidy inside your applications. But the real work, the planning, the quick updates, the, hey, did you see this? That's all happening over in your team chat. And this, right here, this is our daily reality, isn't it? On one side, you have your perfectly structured data. On the other, the chaotic, fast-moving world of your team's conversations. We are constantly jumping back and forth between these two windows, copying, pasting, and just losing context along the way. It's a huge time waster and honestly, a massive headache. But what if you could just bring your app directly into your chat? Well, that's exactly what AppSheet Chat apps are designed to do. This is the bridge we've all been waiting for. So, what are these things exactly? Well, in a nutshell, AppSheet Chat apps add a brand new chat interface right on top of the applications you've already built. And what that means is you can talk to your app, get data from it, and update it, all without ever leaving your Google Chat conversation. Now, here's the absolute best part, the phrase that matters most: no code at all. This isn't some complex tool just for professional developers. Nope, this is for everyone, for the citizen developer in all of us who just wants to make their team's life easier without having to write a single line of code. And you might be thinking, okay, this sounds complicated, but getting started is actually so simple. So let's just quickly walk through the journey of taking your app and turning it into a full-blown chatbot. The whole process really just boils down to 4 simple steps. First, you just make sure your app is deployed. Second, you literally click one button that says Create. Third, you tweak the basics like a welcome message. And finally, the fun part. You add your actions like slash commands and automations. It is genuinely that straightforward. So what's the first big win you get from this? Getting your data on command. Just imagine, you need to check the inventory, but you really don't feel like opening up the whole application just for one number. Instead of all that hassle, you just pop into your Google Chat window and type a simple little slash command you made yourself, something like /log. No forms to fill out, no extra clicks, just a quick command. And boom! Instantly, the chatbot replies with the exact data you asked for, all formatted perfectly, right there in the chat. You can see your log, you can even edit things or add new items, all from this super simple chat interface. Okay, pulling data out of your app is cool, for sure, but what about pushing updates automatically? This, my friends, is where things get really powerful. You can actually set up your app to send a message to your team anytime important data changes. The whole setup is that classic if this, then that idea. The if part is what we call the trigger. So in this example, we're just telling the system, hey, if anything changes in our items table, I want you to do something. And that brings us to the then that part, the action. So when that change happens, the system is all set up to automatically send a custom message to a specific Google Chat space, like your team's inventory updates channel. So let's play this out. Picture it. Someone is in the main inventory app, and they update an item. They change the description from just saw to something more specific, like cordless circular saw, and they hit save. And voila! Almost instantly, this message from your bot just pops up in the team chat. It's got your custom text, it shows the exact details of the change, and just like that, everyone is on the same page, automatically. No one had to do a thing. So how much super complex coding did it take to build that slash command and that cool automation that keeps everyone in the loop? Well, just take a look at this big number. 0! A big fat 0. Absolutely none. This entire workflow was built with just a few clicks. So let's wrap this up. What does it all mean? It means you can now build a totally no-code solution that plugs into Google Chat with a single click. It means you can give your team data whenever they ask for it with simple commands. And you can keep everyone in the loop with automated notifications. This is a game changer for how work gets done. The bottom line is, all of this power is now directly in your hands. It's not a question of if you can solve your team's communication problems anymore. The only question now is, what are you going to build first? So I'll ask you, what will your first chat app do?